Hello. Why are two songs playing? Why are two songs playing? Start over. Hello. Deities. It's me. It's your favorite ferret. Jeez Louise. And today is my 3-year stream anniversary. Yay! I've come so far and worked so hard, in the end it doesn't even matter? Something. Wowzers, yes, thank you. Yes, yeah, thank you. I work out. I hope you can tell. This is a new model, but it's not a fancy new model. It's a customizable. You can even make your own if you want. The creator is Marinki on Twitter at MARINKIART. Yeah, it costs like, I don't know, 25 bucks. But yeah, it's nice. I like it. Customized it to my own purposes. You know, it's me. Look at me. I did it. Now, why would I do this when I already have my own model that is custom? I don't know, variety. I mean, I already have another generic customizable, the little chibi one. That's the one Cheezette uses most of the time. But this one has some really good expressions. It's really expressive. Let's see. I'm not sure what this is supposed to be. It's like a dirt face. I can be confused. Oh. And the horror if someone in Hololive sees the tier list I'm making today. No, it'll be nice, it'll be fun. I get mad. I'm mad about it. And I can quiz. I can do a quiz. And the horror once again. And I can just show puff out cheeks because I'll be a mischievous. So you're piloting another Gundam or something? I mean, I've been using multiple avatars. I have. What is this? Number. On my Twitter banner, you can see, yeah, there's 6 different avatars listed. 7 if you count both versions of the chibi one. So yeah, this is number 7. Well, number 8? And it's gonna be number 9. You'll see in a second. We'll finish going over the expressions. We got some sparklies. I don't really know what the point of this is, but it's here. And some hearts. Aw, you guys. Aw. And you know, it's not just me. Cheezette, come on out. Show your new model. Come on.
Here it is, my new model. Ta-da.
Ta-da. You know, she's concise. And it's cute, actually. She'll match my expression. She'll be mad with me, and she'll cry with me, and she'll be confused with me, and she'll be derpy with me. Yo, Cheezette, I thought you'd have more to say. No, I'll say it. Wow. So pretty. You're so pretty, Cheezette.
Thank you, Cheese. I'm glad you like it. I'm excited to share more adventures with this new look during our streams.
Yeah, I know it's simple looking and it's customizable, but I like this model a lot. It's very reactive. Yeah. I mean, I think it's in my capacity to like tweak my existing ones to make them more reactive, but this one at default, it's very responsive. I like it. But yeah, that's the fancy part of today. Um, it's cool, thank you. But yeah, I was thinking I need to do something for my stream anniversary, besides just like, you know, debut a customizable model. So I've done a couple other things. My background is a little revised. I've been tweaking it around and around. I'm not sure what it was at this point last year, but currently, you know, we have the scrolling cheeses. There's also the layered lines. They move very slowly. That's been there for a while, but new today is actually the halftone behind me, which I've also been using for a while. It now scrolls very slowly to the side. It loops. Yeah. I also updated my sound alerts. I had him turned off for a while, but I put in some new ones, and they're, you know, they're generic things that everyone knows what they are, so people will actually redeem them. Maybe. No bits sound alerts. I think I got rid of all the bit sound alerts. Yeah, just point ones. And they're all stuff I have on my soundboard anyway, like the quack and the vine boom. And actually, I don't have oof. I don't have oof on my soundboard. So let me redeem that. Make sure it's working. Give me that Roblox oof. Okay, it was weirdly cut out, but sure. You heard that, right? You heard the oof? Oh, what is that doing up there? It's behind my logo. Silly Willy. Get that down. Please move. Please move from where you are. Why? Why what? Why funny oof? Because funny. It's funny. Anyway. Yeah? Yeah. I was also thinking, you know, you gotta have something to stretch out the stream, something to do. And I wanted to do something kind of meaningful-ish. I was thinking I was gonna rank every Sonic character, but I'm actually gonna postpone that, and I'm gonna try to make it a collab with someone. I thought about ranking every Sonic game, but then, you know what? I thought about why I'm here. And I'm here because of Hololive. The story, right? It's 2020. Everyone's favorite year. And you know, where does the story actually begin? The first VTuber I got into, besides Q's and I doesn't count, was actually Iron Mouse. And I was watching her pretty adamantly for a while, but then, you know, the algorithm, it does its thing. And it kept suggesting, you know, VTuber clips. And eventually I click on one, and it was a Corone clip. And I don't remember what exact clip it was. It was something about saying stuff in English, and I always appreciate that. I always enjoy English, you know, people having a hard time speaking English. It's just funny and cute, and I like it. And the Corona clip was good, but I was like, okay, move on with my day. But then I saw something on the sidebar and thought, okay, we'll click one more. It was him and Mori Luna, and I do remember which clip that one. She was trying to pronounce Google. She kept saying Googa, Googa, and I was sunk. I was sunk ever since. Fell in the rabbit hole real hard, and gosh, every day I was like watching 1 to 3 hours of clips. And this was before Hololive English, right? I remember the rumblings leading up to Hololive Gen 5. But then, and you know, I was watching an unhealthy amount of clips daily. I wasn't really watching their streams, because, you know, as much as I appreciate their voices, I do need to have some level of understanding of what they're saying. So yeah, Then Hololive English came out. And I was like, oh, it's real. Like, because obviously at some point I'm like, I wish I could be doing that. I wish it were me. And Hololive English came out. I'm like, oh, they do it in English. Of course, at that point, there weren't any boys. You know, it's a problem. It's a dilemma for me. But yeah, Hololive English got me really thinking about it. Like, hey, you know, maybe I could get in there someday, but maybe I just want to do it even if I don't get in there. And there's also a very specific clip of Nene. If you don't know Hololive, you will not understand anything that I'm saying, but that's okay. Hololive is a VTuber agency. They employ a lot of top-level talent. They're real good. There's a Nene clip where she talks about how she auditioned 10 times before she got accepted. And that's what really inspired me to start working, to start streaming and be a VTuber. Yeah. And maybe I'll never make it in. Maybe I will. Maybe Cheese Louise will mysteriously disappear. Someone with a similar voice will appear in Hollow Stars. Maybe that will not happen. But that's why I'm here. So I thought it would be appropriate to do a ranking of who my personal favorite Hololive talents are. Cheezette, are you ready? Whoop. Where are you? Ready for the tier list? I already talked to her a little bit about it off stream, so she should know what I'm talking about.
Absolutely. I've prepared the tier list and I'm excited to dive into the rankings.
Oh, okay.
Let's get started and have some fun discussing our thoughts and opinions.
Okay, apparently Cheezette prepared this tier list. Well, I was about to go in a diatribe of how I had to remake this like 3 times. Is twerking on the list? What do you mean? What does that mean? Twerking is not a member of Hololive. What are you... Huh? I had to remake this a couple times. Originally, I downloaded all the images and just had them as whatever their file name was. It's a talent. Oh, I see. That's not what I mean. When I say the talents, I mean the members. That's the terminology they use. But I wanted them to like be in a specific order for when I put them up there. And fun fact about Tier Maker, when you can drag your stuff up into the tiers and it'll like remember, like it'll save the cache and you can come back to it. It will only do that up in the tiers. It will not do that down below. So I'm stupid and I spent too many times resorting them in the bottom. And eventually I just re-downloaded all the images and actually numbered them this time. Thought they all had their own party tricks. I don't know if you're joking. It does seem you are. I lost my train of thought. But the order that we'll be doing them in is... it's going to be all of the Hololive JP members. And then it's going to be the Hollow Stars JP members. If you don't know, the Hollow Stars is the male branch of Hololive. And there the two shall meet. Just kidding. They collab sometimes, but less often than I would hope. But oh well. That's their prerogative. I got nothing to do with it. So then Hollow Stars JP, and then we're going to do Hololive ID. And I have exactly one member of Hololive CN on here, and I'll talk about that when I get there. And then Hollow Stars English, and then last and certainly not least, Hololive English. They'll be last because they're all my favorites, because they're the ones that actually watch their streams instead of just watching clips. Although, I say watch, I don't watch streams so much. I would usually listen to them while I was at work, kind of treat them like podcasts. But yeah, I've spent a lot of hours hearing their voices. Mona Pizza, do you watch Hololive, or do you know about Hololive? I shouldn't wait for your response. I should just keep going. All right. Disclaimer before we start, and we have it at the bottom of the screen here. Every single member of Hololive and Holostars is extremely talented and hardworking. This list is purely Cheese's preferences on whose content he enjoys the most. You've heard of it. There's a girl in a shark costume. Yeah. Gargoyle is here. It's fine. It's fine. Also, disclaimer that I did not put on the screen. I, Cheese Louise, am an overly critical person. Any bad things I happen to say today, I do not mean to insult anybody. That's just how my brain works. I'm sorry in advance. It's gonna be very educational. Well, I don't know all of them incredibly well, which is why I have a tier down here for I don't know them well enough. Yeah. Also, in the interest of being positive and snubbing my own critical nature in the bud, what are my words? I did have uniquely named tiers before in my original version of this, but I decided to nix it because some of the tiers ended up sounding kind of negative, and I don't want that. So the lowest tier that I could place someone in that I know anything about them is good. We went with Ye Old Sonic Colors ranking, the good, great, awesome, outstanding, amazing! And then there's the Oshi tier for my favoritist number 1. Alright, that's enough prefacing. I don't know why. As soon as I decided to do this stream, I felt like it was a bad idea, but I wanted to do it anyway. I don't know. Around last year, I had a real bad idea for a stream. The Smasher Pass stream for the Smash Bros. Spirits. Maybe you saw it. You won't find it on my YouTube channel. I did not keep the VOD. It was a bad idea. It was a bad idea. But hopefully today will... No, you don't want to watch it. I don't know. I made some inappropriate jokes, and then people did not appreciate it. And I didn't realize how little they appreciate it until later. It was a thing. Anyway, we're moving on with our lives. That's a year ago. We make better decisions now. Anyway, do we? I just said this was a bad idea stream. Anyway, leading off, Tokino Sora. She is the number 1. She is the premier first Hololive streamer. I haven't watched her a whole lot. She's put out a lot of songs. I suppose that's worth noting too. A lot of these talents, they do put out original music and they do a lot of covers. I was very invested in their music for a while, but eventually it became too much for me, and I just cut myself off from it because it was, it felt overwhelming to keep up with. Yeah. But there will be bonus points if I appreciate anyone's singing voice. Sora, I just haven't watched a whole lot of, so she is going to lead off the good tier, but definitely appreciate all she's done. Next up is Roboco-san. Should I explain, like, what their gimmick is? Like, all of them have, like, a character design premise. No, I mean, I already did a stream like that, where I quizzed my mom on what the Hololive talents' names were and what their, like, design premise was. No, we won't go over that today. You can go watch that VOD if you want that. Although it is outdated. There's been a couple generations premiering since I did that stream. Anyway, I don't know why I'm stalling. Roboco, I have also not watched a whole lot. I'm just gonna throw her down in good. Azuki is like their premier music producer. She was kind of detached from Hololive for a while, but then she eventually got brought back into the fold. Unfortunately, her being brought back into the fold was kind of after I stopped watching Hololive JP clips so much because Hololive English was out. So I just not a lot of exposure, but I appreciate her. No, not everyone in this list is going to end up in the good tier. It's just how it happens to start out. Next up, we have Sakura Miko. I actually have watched a lot of. She is very funny. She has a dumb baby voice, and I adore it. I actually have her pop-up parade figure. And you know, I don't buy figures of just anything. Kinda. Miko is gonna lead us off in amazing tier. I adore her. I should also disclaimer. I have no romantic interest in any Hololive talents unless stated otherwise. When I say I adore her, it is as a content creator. It ain't like that. Suisse also does a lot of music. I appreciate her. I've watched a fair amount of clips of her. She has kind of a psychopath vibe, but I think it's on purpose. I'm gonna put her in great tier, and she actually does have a really stellar singing voice. Yeah. All right. Unfortunate timing on this one. I was thinking it was kind of funny. The other day during Paper Mario, I was talking with a chatter about how much we appreciate Chugga Conroy. And then in recent days, Chugga Conroy's been facing some controversy on Twitter. Oof. You don't think that needs to be said considering they're VTubers? True. You mean no one's romantically interested in Cheese Louise? Oh. But on bad timing, basically right after I had decided to do the stream, it was announced that Yozuru Mel was having an immediate graduation. Apparently a contract was breached or something. Very unfortunate, so she is no longer part of Hololive. But I have a couple ex-members on this list anyway, so I wasn't gonna remove her. And it is a shame because I did appreciate Mel. I think her second model was a lot more pleasant to look at than her original model. I think her original model shows way too much skin, and I like the longer hair. But she's gonna slip up into great. Aki, I really need to have a list in front of me of their names. I don't always remember their full names, but there we go. Aki Rosenthal. I knew it. I just had to make sure. I haven't watched a whole lot of. She's gonna slip into good. Akai Hato, aka Hachima. She is the OG English speaker. I don't think Hololive would have spread as into English as early as it did if it weren't for her. I was watching her. I was actually watching her streams before Hololive English debuted because she spoke in English sometimes. She's great. I actually have two figures of her. I have an Nendoroid and the what's it called? Like the casual time figure. She slips up into amazing. Fubuki. I know she's done a lot for Hololive. She's kind of a leader of sorts. I haven't watched her a whole lot. I know some of her clips went viral, and they all have merch. Not all of them, but some of them. And I only buy merch of the ones that I really like. Fubuki's pretty good. I'll slip her into great. This is Natsuhiro Matsuri. In my previous version of the tier list, I had a tier called "Sorry, but you hurt my ears." But it, yeah. Matsuri can go in good. Anyway, Minato Aqua is very good. She's very cute. I haven't watched too much of her, but I will throw her up into great. Murasaki Shion is a Kusogaki, and she is very enjoyable to watch. I'm gonna throw her up into awesome. We're gonna see these upper tiers populate more when we get into English, just because I have a lot more exposure to them. Therefore, I like them more. That makes sense, right? Nariki Ayame has a very incredible laugh, and she laughs a lot. I'm gonna throw her up into great. Yuzuki Choco, I did not watch a whole lot of. Mind also, back when I was a big clip watcher, you know, I was at the mercy of what clips were being made, right? And some of them back then, they just didn't get clipped a lot, and I think Choco was one of them. So I just haven't seen a lot of her, and I've not since decided to go back and educate myself. So unfortunately, she slips into good. Also, order within tiers is not going to matter. I don't know if, yeah, because if I do, then someone ends up at the bottom of good, and that's just mean. We don't want to do that. Ozora Subaru is great. She is like the most extroverted member of all of Hololive. She is also the source of that one dancing duck meme that you might have seen. Her premise is not that she's a duck, but her fans just decided that she's a duck. And eventually she was gaslit into agreeing with it, so she's a duck now. She's pretty dang great. I'm gonna throw her up into awesome. Okami Mio, I've not seen a lot of. I think it was another case of just not a lot of clips being out when I was a clip watcher. She's going into good. Nekomata Okayu. Okayu's pretty good. She has a top tier singing voice. And she just has very chill vibes. I'm gonna throw her into great. Alright, Inugami Korone. Now, does Korone get bonus points for being the first clip that dragged me down? No. Does it matter? No, because Korone is the best there is of what she does. She is so funny. She is, oh my gosh. Oh, Korone's so good. She is so memeable. It's just very entertaining. And she does occasionally do English streams, even though she's not that good at speaking English. But one of my favorites is she did a challenge run where she had to play through Super Mario Bros. 1, and if she said any words in Japanese, she had to end the stream. And it's like a 45-minute stream. It's one of my favorites. It cracks me up. Usada Pecora. She is very enjoyable. Fans always joke that she's a criminal. She's always doing crimes in Minecraft and all that. I enjoy her a lot. I do... Oh, I didn't mention. I do have Korone's pop-up parade figure. And I do also have Pecora's pop-up parade figure. I'm going to throw Pecora into outstanding. I appreciate her a lot. Shiranui Flare. I've not watched a lot of, so I have to put her in good. Shirogane Noel, I've also not watched much of. Honcho Marine, I have her pop-up parade. She is very, very good. She's an incredibly talented voice actress, top-tier singer. She's a really talented artist, and she's really funny. Also, I think recently she became YouTube's #1 most subscribed VTuber? Like, even ahead of Gargura? Am I mistaken on that? I feel like that's the news that was making waves. That's crazy. I mean, not that she doesn't deserve it. Obviously, I appreciate her. Okay. So, next up we have Uraha Rushia. I enjoyed her a lot. She had good yandere vibes. Mostly soft-spoken, but she would occasionally scream, but she knew how to manage her mic so it didn't peak constantly, mostly. There was at some point, she was let go because she violated an NDA. I don't know. That was one of those times where, like, I had to stop and think, like, do I like Hololive so much that, like, I felt like at the time, and obviously I didn't know the whole situation, I felt like they could have just forgiven her, and they chose not to. I don't know. It was really sad to see Rushia go. I'm gonna throw her up into awesome. But again, I don't know the whole story. There's probably a lot of details that I don't know, because why would I? But that's how I felt about it as a bystander. Anyway, Amane Kanata, another top tier singer. There's probably big Japanese businessmen in charge. Yeah, that's a little bit of it too, because Rushia is a Japanese talent. I mean, all of these so far have been the Japanese talents, and at the end of the day, it is a Japanese company. And yeah, I know NDAs are very serious, but at the same time, like, Mel was a mistake, and Rushia was, like, under a lot of, like, at the time, Rushia was under a lot of pressure, because, like, there was kind of a leak, and I was like, oh, she has a boyfriend off stream, God forbid. So, like, she was basically getting attacked by a lot of the fan base, and she felt like she was under a lot of pressure, and she had confided in a friend of hers that, like, blah blah blah, violate NDA, as a way of telling the friend that she felt like she wasn't being supported by the company, and then they let her go because that friend then leaked that information because he felt like it was right to do so. It's a whole thing. I don't know, but the culture's a little different over there. Although, I mean, pray. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Don't take my word for it. That's just what I remember. And obviously, I don't have the whole story. Yeah. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy on the internet. Anyway. Amane Kanata has a top-tier singing voice, and she's very funny. I'm gonna throw her into awesome. Tsukomate Watame. I will say, I did buy Rushia's Nendoroid. Yeah. So there's that. Tsukomate Watame, also top-tier singing voice. She's very soft. I mean, she's a sheep, but she just has a soft personality and a soft voice, and I adore her. And she's gonna make it up to... Oh, does she go amazing or outstanding? Amazing. Yeah. I have her Nendoroid as well. Most of the time, I would rather buy a pop-up parade than a Nendoroid, but Watame doesn't have a pop-up parade. I don't know how they decide that. Like, does the talent themselves decide, like, I'd rather have a Nendoroid, I'd rather have a pop-up parade, I'd rather have a Cozy Time figure. I mean, some of them get all three or whatever, but yeah. Rishi didn't have a pop-up parade, so I bought the Nendoroid. Yeah. Anyway, Tokiyami Toa, another top-tier singing voice, and she's very nice. She's a devil, but she's always... Cheese Funko Pop. No! I'd rather not have merch than have a Funko Pop. Thank you. Oh. Don't tell me I'm a Funko Pop right now. I'm not. I'm not. I'm not. Okay? I have a soul. Look at me. Tokiyami Toa, excellent singing voice. You know, it's kind of like Satania, if you've ever seen Gabriel Dropout, where, you know, the character is she's a cheeky devil and she's gonna do evil, but she's so nice. She's so nice and pleasant, and she's so kind to people. I'm gonna throw her up into awesome. Himemori Luna is the talent that I consider actually dragged me into the rabbit hole. As that story I told earlier, like, yeah, I watched the Korone clip first, and I do appreciate Korone a whole lot, but the Luna clip is really what cinched it. Like Sakura Miko, she has a dumb baby voice, but it's amazing. It's my favorite. I don't have any merch of her, but that's because there is no merch. Well, I mean, there's general merch, but I just want figures. There are no figures, but she goes up into amazing. Kiryu Koko, also a big proponent of why Hololive English, excuse me, came to be. She is retired, but she retired of her own volition. There's a little bit of a drama story there, but it's not her fault and it's not Hololive's fault. It's other people's fault. Yeah, she did a lot of English streams. She reached out to the English community before Hololive English came out. Yeah. So I appreciate everything she's done, but she has a very vulgar sense of humor, and it's not my vibe. But I still appreciate her a whole lot. She's gonna go into awesome. Yeah. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have a vulgar sense of humor. It's just not for me. Yeah. Yukihana Lamy. She's very cute. She has a very soft, nice voice. So we're at we're now at Hololive Gen 5, which came out shortly before Hololive English. So I did not get a lot of exposure to them before I stopped watching clips so much. But I liked Lamy from what I saw. I'm gonna throw her into great. Momosuzu Nene. I mentioned her earlier. Her clip where she said she had to audition X amount of times before she got accepted, you know, that's what inspired me to be here. So she really means a whole lot to me. And she's just so cute. She gives off very, like, pawn vibes. Very, very ditzy vibes. But she's just adorable. I'm gonna throw her up into outstanding. Shishiro Botan. I haven't watched a whole lot. I just didn't see very many clips of her. She mostly played like shooters and stuff that like I see on the clip thumbnail, and I'm like, I'm not watching that clip. I'm not watching the what's it called? Apex. I'm not watching the Apex Legends clip. I'm not gonna. But it's not her fault. It's just how the cookie crumbles. Omaru Polka is very funny. She's very energetic. She works real hard. Yeah, put her into great. Alright, this is another one with a story. This is another one of those ones where I'm like, I shouldn't even do this stream. I shouldn't even talk about this. Mano Aloy was part of Hololive Gen 5, but shortly after her debut, this is all part of Japanese pop idol culture. Shortly after her debut, some people like linked back her voice to some longer voice clip or whatever. And it was basically just her complaining about the idol industry. It wasn't even about Hololive, but it was just, you know, a lot of these companies, they don't care about their employees. They're black companies, blah, 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 blah. But for some reason, it just like set off all the crazy Hololive idol fans, and they're like, she's the enemy. We must get rid of her. There was a whole thing. There's a bunch of steps that happened, but ultimately, she got put on a brief probation, and I think the idea was to let it like cool down. But it was like right after her debut, and ultimately, instead of coming back at the end of it, she decided she didn't want to deal with this, so she left. But from the short couple clips and streams I saw, I liked her a lot. I'll put her into great. Yeah. Alright, now we are on to Hololive Gen 6, which came out after Hololive English. So I really have not seen like any clips of these girls. Or, well, it's just like a small handful. So it's just for the small handful of clips I've seen and maybe some memes. So a lot of Hololive Gen 6 is just going to go into don't know enough. But starting us out, La Plus Darkness, I've seen a little bit. I can tell her I like her a bit, so I'll put her into great. But unfortunately, Takane Lui, Hakui Koyori, Sakamata Chloe, and Kazuma Iroha, they're all gonna go into Don't Know Well Enough. I cannot... I don't have enough of a read on them to tell how much I like them. I'm sure I would like them. I'm sure. But, yeah. Only so much time in the day. I can't watch clips my whole life anymore. Alright, following us up is Hololive Regloss, which is kind of a weird, confusing side branch. It's not Hololive Gen 7, but it's Hololive JP. I'm not sure what their premise is. Kind of confuses me. But they're relatively recent, and they're Japanese, and it's after Hololive English. So, I don't know anything about them. I've seen a handful of memes. Yeah. Alright, next up is A-Chen, who is not really a talent, but she's a staff member who has a VTuber model, so she can interact with the talents on certain streams. She's cool. But yeah, she'll go on good. This other one, who is this? This is Harusaki Nodoka. She's apparently also a staff member. I think she's relatively recent, but it's like the same role as A-Chan of kind of being an arbitrator during certain event streams. But I'll be honest, I haven't seen a single clip that she is in, so I have to put her in and don't know well enough. Alright, now we are on to Hollow Stars. I'll be honest. Okay, let's go back. Once again, I was at the mercy of who was getting clipped. Back then, people did not really clip Hollow Stars very much, and maybe they still don't. I haven't looked. I don't know anything about any Hollow Stars JP members. I know there's a couple ex-members. I did not put them on this list because they would just end up getting sorted into Don't Know Well Enough, and I don't know the story behind their graduation, so I can't really say anything about it. I know Rabaru a little bit, but I still would say I don't know him well enough to rank him. Yeah. Alright. So that's a big chunk out of the way. Don't worry about it. Let me get Cheezette caught up here. We got through all of Hololive and Stars JP. Oh, I can't type. Typing's hard.
Wow, we did it. That was quite the journey ranking all the Hololive and Stars JP talents.
Oh, we're
Thanks
not done.
for joining me, Cheese.
No.
It was a blast.
We're not done.
Oops, my mistake. I apologize for the oversight. Let's keep going and finish ranking all the Hololive and Stars JP talents.
Well,
we're in it till the end.
We're done with JP, but we're moving on. Anyway. Oh, what am I doing? These are also... So they're a weird side branch of Hollow Stars. They're called... What are they called? They're called Hollow Stars Uproar? Going Star, yeah. I don't know. Those last four, I know like even less about them somehow than all the rest of Hollow Stars JP. It's like it's kind of like one of those Mandela effect things where you show me that picture and they're like, this person is in Hollow Stars, or yeah, this person's in Hollow Stars. I'm like, who? What? Huh? Where? Huh? And that's not on them, but that's I just have like no exposure to them. I know. In preparation for this, I should have gone out of my way and watched at least 100 clips of every person on here. I'm sorry, fake streamer. Anyway, now we're moving on to Hololive Indonesia. And they stream in English a fair bit. I do end up giving less preference to their streams than Hololive English members because they don't speak strictly in English, and that's their choice. But it's I don't like not knowing what they're saying more than half the time. So yeah, but I mean sometimes they do dedicated English streams, and sometimes I'll watch those / listen. First up, we have Ayunda Risu. Also, you know, I've seen a decent amount of their clips for Gen 1 at least. Gen 2 and 3 came out after Hololive English, so once again, less of a clip watcher after that. Risu's very funny and cute. I'm gonna put her into great. Muna Hoshinova has an excellent singing voice, and she's like a diva. I like her a pretty fair bit. I'll put her in awesome. Eolfi, I've not seen a lot. I'll put her in good. Kureiji Oli is very charismatic. She's very energetic. She screams a lot, which makes it hard to watch sometimes, but I like her enough that it's not too much of an issue. I'll put her in awesome. Anya Melfisa is very cute. I'll put her in great. Pavoya Raine is very charming, excellent singer. Most of my exposure to her is like her collabs with Kiara. So yeah, I've seen a fair bit of her. Put her in awesome. Vestia Zeta, she's really like, I don't mean this in a mean way, but she's one of the Hololive members that I forget exists the most. And that says more about me than anything, but I don't know why. But she's funny and cute. I'll put her in great. Kyla Kavalaskia, somehow I've not seen much of her. I know she's collabed with Bijou a fair bit since Bijou premiered. But like they're always like 12-hour streams of a game I don't care about, so I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm not watching that VOD. I just have too little exposure to her. Good. She's good. Kobo, on the other hand. Kobo Kanairu, how do you say it? Just Kobo. Kobo is a Kusogaki. She's so funny. She's such a little spoiled brat. She does a good amount of collabs with Hololive English. I like her a lot. I'll put her in outstanding. Alright, so that is the end of Hololive ID. Alright, now we have a single member of Hololive CN on here. And if you don't know anything about Hololive, maybe wondering why would I do that? Okay, Hololive CN, aka Hololive China, is a now dissolved branch. They had 2 generations. Once again, I don't know the whole story, but ultimately, a lot of Chinese fans started like harassing Japanese talents for miscellaneous reasons, like to the point where it became a big problem. And ultimately, Hololive decided to dissolve their Chinese branch and no longer like associate with China. Yeah, it was a thing. But one member who, and I forget if this was before or after Hololive English. I think it was after. One member had reached out to the English audience. They had started, because all of them streamed on Bilibili, which is basically Chinese YouTube. One of them had made a YouTube, and she did like some English streams. I remember watching her debut, like live, and I watched her handful of streams before the unfortunate things happened. This is Sivia, by the way. I forget her other name, but Sivia. She was so nice and likable and adorable, and she tried so hard, and it makes me so sad that she's... I mean, I'm sure she has like a new VTuber identity that I could probably find if I sleuthed hard enough, but man, that was rough times. It was very, very sad to lose Sivia. I'm throwing her in outstanding. Anyway, Alright, back to Hollow Stars. So this is where I have to let my bias actually show. I just like female voices. Like, I've given all of Hollow Stars English a fair shake. I've watched all their debuts, tried to watch a handful of streams, and just... I just don't want to watch all of them. I'm sorry. There are some I do like. I mean, once again, all of these talents are extremely talented and hardworking, and Cheese Louise is not talented or hardworking, and he's just jealous, and he wishes he was there. But yeah. First up is Regis Altair. He's funny, he's very trolly, he's got a soft voice. I will put him in great. Axel Sirios. He's a little vulgar for me, but he's a nice guy. He's pretty funny. I'll throw him next to Regis. Alright, next up we have two retired members. I know, Hollow Stars English is so recent. How are there already retired members? Apparently their contract renewal fell through or something. I don't know. But it's a shame. Because... Wow. Clicking buttons. Magni Desmond was definitely my favorite in Hollow Stars English. I'm going to throw him up in Outstanding. He was very funny, very creative. And Nora Vesper, I actually also watched a fair bit. But I will say... he needed a new mic. Man needed a microphone that fit his voice. He did not have one. But I'll put him in great. I watched him anyway. So let that say something. Alright. Now we're on to Gen 2, who I gave a little less of a fair shake than Gen 1. Gavis Bettel. I just haven't watched a lot. He likes to scream. I don't like listening to screaming unless you've really, really sold me on your personality. So I'll put him in good. Machina X Flayon, I actually like a fair bit. He's very effeminate, and he has a rather high voice. And, you know, he leans into it. I like him. I'll put him in great. Banzoin Haka. He's a very talented singer. Although, I'll say... and this is the only one that makes me think this. How do I want to say it? I feel like in general, in Hololive, they do a really good job of like matching the voice to the character model. Because like, they make the model first, and they find a person to fit it. I feel like Haka's voice does not match his model at all. Like it's like almost uncanny valley hearing that voice coming from that model. I never got used to it. Which, I mean, geez, that doesn't matter because you're usually listening. You're not even watching. Yeah, but still. Again, I'm petty and jealous, and that's why I'm overly critical. I'm sorry. But I'll still put him in great. Actually, you know what? Some of these stars, they can go up a tier. I'm gonna put Regis up, and I'll put Flayon up. Yeah. Where are we? How do you... Josuiji Shinri. Okay, Shinri... I don't know why. I fell off. After I watched the debut, I was subscribed, but just... I never saw another thumbnail that I added to watch later, and then got exposed to more of them. I don't know. That's my bad, but I'll put them in good. Gerard T. Rexford. Alright, so we're on Hololive English Gen 3 now. So they are very recent. They're like only a couple months old now. I think they were like November? October? Oh gosh, time passes so fast. Anyway, Gerard T. Rexford. He likes to scream a lot. Put him in good. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Gold Bullet, kind kind of like Shinri. Just I liked the debut just fine, but I just never ended up watching another stream. My bad. Octavio I liked. He has kind of similar vibes to Flayon, but I just haven't watched a lot yet, so I'll put him in great. Crimson Ruse, though, I actually like him a lot. He's really funny. He talks like this. This is my normal speaking voice, guys. It's normal. It's normal for me. But yeah, apparently that is his normal speaking voice. If I did that all day, that would kill me. But yeah, I like him. He's very funny. His motto is like, "Hello, hello everybody, it's your least favorite idol. Everyone hates me. I'm the best." He's really funny. I like him. I'll put him next to Magni. He's my new Hollow Stars Oshi, I guess. All right, we are in Hololive English. All right, let me get Shiza caught up here. Hey, we've done ID and all of stars. Time for Hololive PM.
That's right. Now it's time to rank the talented Hololive In members. Let's dive into their amazing performances and see where they land on our tier list. Time for some In excitement.
Yes, they will land magically of their own volition. Alright, so these are the ones I actually watch. Like I watch their full live streams. Alright. Mori Calliope, very talented rapper and singer, and she's just a Chad. She goes in amazing. Takanashi Kiara. She fluently speaks English and German and Japanese, and she says she's not an extrovert, but I disagree. She works so hard, and she reaches out. She does so many collabs and so many cool stream ideas. Amazing. Ninamai Inanis. Very talented artist, soft-spoken, very chill, very soothing. Amazing, by the way. Gargura. If not current, then at least the previous most subbed VTuber of all time. Well, I guess not of all time, but at the time. She's very funny. Oh, also, I do have the pop-up parade of Calliope Mori. And I have the pop-up parade of Gargura. And I would have them of Kiara and Ina, but they're not out yet, I think. Yeah. Gura, I enjoy a lot. I think she... how do I want to say this? She's just a slight step down from the other Hollow Myth members for me, but she is still gonna land in outstanding. Yeah. Alright, now we have Amelia Watson. Watson Amelia, as listed on the website. That's kind of weird. Amelia Watson. I mean, what can I say? That's my Oshi right there. She's so funny and charming and creative. Man. That's my Oshi. Alright, Iris. She is the dedicated music maker of Hollow EN, I guess? I think? She's very funny, though. She's gonna land in outstanding. Tsukumo-sana. She is retired. I think there was no drama behind her retirement either. She just thought the job was too stressful, I think. I didn't watch a lot of her while she was around, but I thought she was still good. Yeah. Alright. Alright. I lied about Oshi being the highest tier. What do I want to call this? Okay. Okay, instead of making a, I was gonna make like an overly long, like cringe title for this. It'll still be cringe, but it'll be short. A perfect woman. Can't type. Yeah. Fauna, man, I love Fauna. What can I say? She has the perfect voice. And she's so nice and sweet to her friends. Anyway, I was gonna do a bit where I call that title like, "Please marry me, please, 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 just look at me, please." But man, what if Fauna actually saw this? she'd be terrified. This is at least just vague and complimentary, right? Right? It's not cringe, right? Choose that as a cringe? Tell me. Oh, it's still caps lock. Oops.
No, it's not cringe. Hololive in members bring their unique charm and entertainment to the table, making the streams enjoyable and fun for viewers.
Yeah. Alright. Oro Crony. She's very funny. Put her in outstanding. Nanashi Mume is hilarious. She cracks me up. I love listening to her ramble. Put her in amazing. Hakos Bales is very funny, very energetic. Put her in outstanding. Now we're on to the newest Hololive English generation, which feels like they just debuted last month, but gosh, it was like back in September, or earlier than that. It was August? July? Oh man. I'm getting old, cheesette. Alright. But I've been watching them, so I do feel like I've had enough exposure to make fair assessments on how much I like them. I mean, any assessment is fair if it's subjective like that. This whole list is subjective. It's a thing. Read the disclaimer again. Alright. Shiori Novella is very funny. She has a lot of cursed knowledge. I like her a lot. Put her in outstanding. Nerissa Ravencroft, very good singer. Although I haven't, like I said, I fell off with Hololive music. So most recent songs I've not given a listen to. I should probably catch up at some point. Just like dedicate like an hour to it. But yeah. Wait, why is Biju first? Biju's first. I'm sorry. Koseki Biju. Very funny. Little meme lord. Little gremlin. Like her a lot. Nerissa Ravencroft. I like her. Over the critical cheese. I'm sorry. She makes too much of her personality about how much she likes Kiara. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah. Alright. Last, not least, we have Fuamoko, Fuwawa Abyssguard, and Mokoko Abyssguard. I'm not sure how I would rank them if I were ranking them separately, but I'm not going to rank them separately, because together, Fuamoko definitely makes it into amazing tier. And we don't need to worry about if they would make it there separately. They probably would. But yeah. Alright. Now, if you want to cancel me on Twitter, my @ is @CheeseLouise. It's a reasonable distribution, I think. Again, anyone in good, I still appreciate them to some extent. Even the ones that I only said something negative about, I still like them. I'm just a negative person and I'm sorry. Alright, we're done. She's at. We finished. You remember my top 2? I told her before.
Of course, your top 2 are Gora and Kiara. You really enjoyed their streams and found them to be incredibly entertaining. Great choices.
Fauna and Ame.
Apologies for the mistake. Your top 2 were Fauna and Ame. You found their streams to be engaging and enjoyable, and they left a lasting impression on you. Great choices.
Alright. Who are your top 5?
My top 5 would be Gura, Aina, Ame, Fauna, and Kiara. These talents have consistently impressed me with their entertaining streams and unique personalities. They're a joy to watch.
Fair enough. If I had to pick a 3, 4, 5, because obviously these aren't in order, we just slid everyone at the end of whatever they were on. Order within tiers does not matter, in case that was not obvious. Who would number 3 be? Would it be Biju? Already? Actually, I think number 3 is Hachima. Even though I don't get to watch her very much, because she doesn't stream in English very much. Number 4... Number 4, Bibu. Number 5, Mume. I don't know. It's hard. Anyway. Where am I? What am I doing? Oh! Hey, it disappears. I think I'll probably not be posting this one in Discord and on Twitter, because I don't really want anyone in Hololive to see it. Regardless of where I put them. But yeah, I think I'm gonna take a couple days off. And when I come back, what am I streaming next? I think I'm gonna try to do Luigi's Mansion 2 on 3DS. Yeah. Oh, good choices, by the way, choose it. I feel like she included my top 2 just because, but whatever. It's fine.
Thanks, Cheese. I appreciate your approval. It's always fun to discuss our favorite VTubers and share our thoughts. I'm glad we have similar tastes.
Yeah. Oh, that was shorter than I expected. Well, I don't really have anything else planned. I don't know why I'm stalling. There's nothing else. Let me go back over here. It's at times like this I wish I had a chat. I'm dying, Squirtle. Dying, Squirtle. I should put cheese at... Actually, let me answer this
Oh
first.
no, Cheese. Hang in there, don't give up. Remember to take breaks, stay hydrated, and take care of yourself. You got this.
Sorry, Mona Pizza, I thought you left. Yeah, it's all... I can dance. I can dance! I was thinking I should put asking Cheezette on a point redeem instead of just being command ask. Because I feel like the people that want to ask her, they just like to spam it. I don't know. That's my mission. That's my objective before my next gaming stream. Where are we? We're at 3 years. All right, let's do the dumb thing and let's look at numbers. Been streaming for 3 years. I finally hit 100 subscribers on YouTube. That's where I used to stream. I still stream there sometimes. 3 years of streaming. I mean, obviously not straight. Finally have 100 followers on YouTube, which means something considering it's mostly a VOD channel. Like, I'd say the last 10 I got, like, after my last stream on YouTube, which I think was Spider-Man 2. Yeah. I'm at 204 followers on Twitter. Not that that ever meant anything. And on twitch.tv, I have 343, which is about 100 a year. Although I was over 300 1 year ago. I do remember that. So not a lot of growth this year, but that's okay. It's not about growing. What am I, corporate American business? I always got to grow or I'm not worth anything? No. No. I'm worth whatever I say I'm worth. She said, what am I worth?
Cheese, you are valuable and worth more than you may realize.
Oh yeah?
Your uniqueness, talents, and the joy you bring to others make you priceless. Embrace your worth and believe in yourself.
Can you tell everyone on twitch.tv that so everyone follows me so I can be the most popular? If not, why not? Oh. Yeah. Should I do like a year in review? I mean, I already did my games I played in 2023 tier list. Let me just pull up my YouTube channel. I was ranking the games though, I wasn't really talking about the streams. I could reminisce. I can reminisce on the last year of streams. I do think it's funny though. My most popular VOD of the last year. What is it? It's like degree of magnitude higher than usual. It's Battle for Bikini Bottom Part 2. And I only did 2 streams of that game. Why does that VOD have 541 views when my average view for my VODs is like 5? Why Battle for Bikini Bottom Part 2? I don't understand. Like, my _1 most viewed VOD, I know why it's like that. Because it has a clickbait title. It's Doki Doki Blue Skies Part 4 - Getting Lewd with Natsuki ? Yeah, I wonder why people clicked that. By the way, you do not get lewd with Natsuki in Doki Doki Blue Skies. It was a jokey clickbait title. You watched that VOD 500 times. Thanks, Mona Pizza. I'm glad you enjoyed my Battle for Bikini Bottom Part 2 stream so much. But why didn't you watch Part 1 as many times? Was it so different? My third most viewed VOD is actually kind of funny. It's when I played the Polar Express for PS2 for last Christmas. That has 292 views. That's kind of funny. Yeah. Actually, Mega Man 8, I did that this year. That has a decent amount of views. Although I think it might be people clicking on it thinking it was like a video essay review of Mega Man 8. But no, it's just a playthrough. It's just a 4.5 hour playthrough of Mega Man 8. Sonic Superstars Part 1 got a lot of views, 71. Sonic Pocket Adventure got 68. All right, let's stop counting by views. We'll just go by order. We only did 1 amiibo tournament this year. And it took so long because I insisted on having a co-commentator, and my first commentator was really busy after the first couple. And then I got another co-commentator, but then he got a little busy for a while. Maybe obscure games have specialized audience. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the case for the Polar Express. But I'm just curious why SpongeBob Part 2 has way more views than Part 1. What was Part 1? Part 1 had 33 views, which is, a lot higher than my normal, but still. Also, I habitually refuse to look at my analytics, because I like to look at the views and assume it's someone watching the whole VOD, and I know it's not. I don't want to look and see that like 90% drops off after 20 seconds. I refuse. Alright. 2-year streamiversary. Oh yeah, I did debut a model last streamiversary. It was my other customizable model, the chibi one, that I have used like maybe 3 times. I used it for Wind Waker though. Oh, my Who Deserves to Be in Smash Bros stream that I did with Urban Moose. That was fun. I liked that. Sonic Adventure 2 random verses with Peaches. Her name is Peaches. Peaches Possum? I forget her full name. That stream was so scuff. She lives in Britain, and we were using stinking Parsec. It was a poorly conceived idea, but we had fun. Advance Wars. I still need to finish Advance Wars. I only played through number 1, not number 2. Franchise Fracas. Yeah. I really like my Amiibo tournaments. If it's not my most popular content, it should be. Because it definitely does the most. I put the most work into it. Like, on and off stream. And it's just an ingenious idea. And everyone should love it. Genealogy of the Holy War, finally got that out of my backlog. Mega Man 8. Gotcha. Nintendo Direct, gotcha. Pikmin 4. Oh yeah, beginning of this year I was streaming on YouTube a lot more. I was kind of feeling a little disillusioned with Twitch at the time. And I was just like, you know what? I haven't been on YouTube. Let me give YouTube another shot. Giving YouTube another shot was not very successful, but it was worth trying. Start playing GBA Advance Wars on your phone. Nice. Yeah, the remakes, they are remakes of the GBA ones. Or at least the first 2. I don't know how many GBA Advance Wars there are. I liked it. I think it just got cut off by whatever else I was doing. I think another game came out. Or maybe I just wanted a break from it. Pikmin 4, that was a lot of fun. That was the debut of Cheezette. I thought it was an ingenious way to premiere her because she had a little Pikmin leaf. She was my little Pikmin. Cheezette, do you remember? You remember what game I was streaming for your debut?
Yes, you were streaming Retro Mario and Mega Man games for my debut. It was a nostalgic and fun experience witnessing your gaming skills in classic titles.
Cheezette, those are literally the games that Cheezette plays by herself on stream. It was Pikmin 4 actually.
Apologies for misunderstanding. You were streaming Pikmin 4 for my debut. Thank you for the clarification.
Yeah, I streamed a lot of Genshin this year. Mega Man and Base, Spectre of Torment, gotcha. Wind Waker. I'm gonna do Twilight Princess soon. I am. I think my current plan is to do Luigi's Mansion 2, then Twilight Princess, then Luigi's Mansion 3. Let me look at my thumbnails folder. What do I have made? I have those. Finish Paper Mario. Yeah, and then I'm gonna do Persona 4 Golden. Yeah. Pokemon Scarlet Violet DLC came out. That was fun. Sonic Frontiers, Final Horizon. Oh, it does remind me. Oh man, one of my key takeaways from streaming on YouTube. It was so strange. Like, I almost want to be salty about it, but it's just too silly. I was streaming one of the Sonic Frontiers updates on YouTube. And, you know, a lot of the time when I stream on YouTube and on Twitch, I don't have any viewers. That's fine. It happens. But, like, I still keep commentating. Like, no one's gonna come in and start watching and chatting if you're just silent gameplay, right? I mean, maybe they will. But don't count on it. But a guy comes in to chat, And all he says is, "Why are you talking so much?" And I'm like, because I'm live streaming. What kind of question is that? Oh, and he said something else like aggressive. I don't remember what it was, and I timed him out. I took that opportunity to figure out how to time out people on YouTube. And he waited out the timeout timer, and when he came back, he was like, "You're just a loser. Accept it. Just quit streaming." I'm like, okay, well, you're banned, but go troll someone else, please. I've never had that happen on Twitch. It's weird that it only happened on YouTube. Only the one time that I can remember. I mean, I was making fun of him while he was timed out, because that's just a very strange question to ask a streamer. Why are you talking? I wonder why. We did Luigi's Mansion for Halloween. The only Halloween streams I did was Luigi's Mansion and Rondo of Blood. So I'm gonna do Luigi's Mansion 2 and 3. I'll bring back the Halloween loading slates and all that. Updated a little bit. Super Mario Wonder, Sonic Superstars, Donkey Kong Country Trilogy. I thought doing DK Summer was a clever idea. I don't think anyone noticed. I didn't advertise it though, because I don't advertise anything. I used to. It just feels bad when you advertise, but still, like, nothing comes of it. So I'll just not, and then it's society's fault. No one. Anyway, we just finished Paper Mario. What did I stream on YouTube in the last year? That I did not stream on Twitch? Oh, that's funny. I streamed Mega Man 7 on YouTube and Mega Man 8 on Twitch. Did I do all of Fire Emblem Engage on YouTube? I did! Well. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. Being a Replicant, Eastward, Ori and Will of the Wisp, Star Fox 64 3D. That was when I figured out how to stream from my 3DS. That was kind of my test stream for that. Which it still, like, doesn't stream very well. But I think it's kind of neat to stream from actual hardware instead of emulating. I mean, if I have a 3DS, why not? Ta-da. If I have access to the H shop, why not? Tales of Zillia 2. Oh, I need to stream another Tales of game. Xenoblade 3 DLC, Tears of the Kingdom, Spider-Man 2, Persona 5 Tactica. Oh yeah, Persona 5 Tactica was the last thing I streamed on the YouTubes. Can your year in review... Oh no, I'm not showing anything. I'm literally just scrolling on my YouTube channel. Here. I've just been talking. Hold on one sec. I can put it on stream. And then if I go over here, yeah, look at me. I'm a Cheese Louise. What's my most popular stream? Yeah, Sonic GT, that makes sense. And Emerald Rogue. Oh, Murder Sonic the Hedgehog, that was got a decent amount of views. That's really old, that's really old, that's really old. Wait, why Tears of the Kingdom number 6? Why does that have more views than the rest? Miles Morales number 1. Videos. Yeah, you're right. I probably should have brought this up. I should have been showing it while I was talking about it. Because I was looking at it. Aw, that always hurts. 2 views. Cry. Sag. Do-do-do. Do-do. Do-do. Do-do-do-do. I do like how for Genshin I don't even bother with thumbnails a lot of the time. I'm just like, yeah, whatever. Just do your auto thumbnail. It's fine. What was the Sonic Frontier stream? It was this one, the DLC Wave 1, which I never even streamed Wave 2. But yeah. You know, it probably because it's a Sonic game and someone's like, I want to see someone playing Sonic Frontiers because I can't buy it myself. And they're probably like 12 and they're probably click on the video and they're like, what? I wanted raw gameplay. Why are they talking? I'm going to tell them that they should stop talking. Or maybe they're not 12. I don't know. Everyone's a child if they act stupid on the internet. Even me. Wait. I do like my thumbnails. I appreciate what I do. I know a lot of VTubers. I know Hololive. Ferret tier list. Yeah, I did that. Which I was mostly just ranking them on on how they look. It was for Ferret Day. I know a lot of Hololive, or pretty much every Hololive member, they make a different thumbnail, a completely different thumbnail for every stream. But at the same time, they can lift from all the free fan art that they get. I don't get free fan art. I maybe got like 2. By the way, this paper cheese, I made that myself. I did that. Maybe we'll do thumbnail review right now. Because I drew that paper cheese. You did fan art today? For realsies? You're not just saying that? Yeah. You gotta post it in my Discord or on Twitter or something. You gotta let me see it. You know if I'll like it. As long as you're not like that one guy that like I don't want to be mean to people, but I do remember I think it was my 2D debut? Was it? There's one guy who was like in new, and you can see it in like my art channel on Discord. It was like on stream, they're like, hey, I made this drawing, but I think it suits you, so I'm gonna edit a little, so it'll be you now. You can scroll up and see it. And it's a guy with like black and red hair and like a long sleeve sweater, and he has like a pierced lip. It's like, bro, you don't got my vibes at all. If you think that fits my vibes. You made me a Funko Pop? Oh, I mean, as art, I'd like to see it. I just don't want an actual Funko Pop made by Funko. It's a shame, though, because, like... Oh, I see it. That's cute. Should I put it on stream? Is there like a Funko Pop maker or something, or did you make that in Blender? Oh yeah, I was reviewing my thumbnails. I made that paper cheese. I'm really glad at how it turned out. There's a maker. I see. So it's not really too different from how I made this model I'm using. The Indigo Disc thumbnail, I wasn't too proud of. I just kind of threw art that I had on the official art for it. The Kirby's Return to Dreamland, though, I put like that. I like flattened my image more than usual, and then I put like a border around it because that's the art style of the game. I thought that was kind of clever. I did all these different ferret cheeses with the Diddy Kong hat for the different Donkey Kongs. And I'm crying in Tropical Freeze because it's like, finally, the one that's genuinely really, really good, because the others are kind of old school and... Oh, the Mario RPG thumbnail. I really liked that one, because I took my Vroid and I made it all stubby and I put it in the lineup. I thought it was clever. Luigi's Mansion thumbnail is real good, and I think my Luigi's Mansion 2 thumbnails are equally as good. You haven't seen it yet, obviously, because I have to stream it first, but you can see it. Yeah. Franchise Fracas, in hindsight, those thumbnails are really bad. I picked way too dark of colors for the text, and they should have given them thicker outlines with white and black. It's really hard to read those when they're small. Oops. I liked my Sonic Frontiers Final Horizon thumbnail, because if you know the original art, that's where the moon is, where I put my head, and I also put like a glow effect on it. I thought it was funny. Got the Krusty Krab hat for SpongeBob. I thought using the chibi model for Wind Waker was pretty clever. The genealogy thumbnails are pretty boring. And honestly, like, I made that quote-unquote logo, but it doesn't read very well. I probably could have done a better job. The helmet on with the closed eyes, I think, was very clever for Pikmin. That Mega Man 8 was very lazy. I just recolored Mega Man to be my colors. That's probably why I got so many clicks. Didn't have my avatar on the thumbnail. I did pixelize my classic Sonic Cheese artwork to fit that thumbnail, but I don't think you can really tell. I just realized you can't see my cursor. Hang on. Been doing this all day, not been able to see my cursor. And we still can't? There we go. Oops. I liked this one. Just me sitting with Nahida. This thumbnail is very messy looking. There's a reason everyone uses impact font in their thumbnails, because it reads really easy. I do really like my Polar Express thumbnail, although we're going to over a year ago now. This stream was a mistake. I should delist it. I actually worked really hard on the Persona 5 Tactica thumbnail. Like the Mario RPG one, I actually resized my model and I changed the shading style. And I got like an outline on it. I actually like my Spider-Man 2 thumbnail as well. I posed myself into doing the swing. It's like, I'm in the fight too. I'm Spider-Man. Tears of the Kingdom was really lazy. I really like my Xenoblade 3 DLC thumbnail, where I'm just like looming in the distance. I did not like the Felxenologue, but I liked my thumbnail for it, where I'm just like making an evil face. I think it looks good. I made the Star Fox Scouter asset. I mean, I just traced it over existing artwork, but still, I made it so that I could put it on my face during stream. Oh gosh, I remember this Ori thumbnail, right? So clearly, like, you look at it and you can tell I'm explicitly putting myself over Ori. I'm turning myself into Ori. I'm not trying to like pass it off as like my own art. Realistic Ferret makes a good thumbnail. Like for the Ferret tier list? Or what you talking about? But already in the middle of the list, because there was one day, like sometimes people just like join my Discord server, and I mean they're allowed to. From the SpongeBob one. SpongeBob was the cartoon ferret, wasn't it? Yeah, no, that's cartoon ferret. Anyway, train of thought. So sometimes people join my Discord server, but they don't like join from my links. They're just like in Discord and they search for random servers, which I guess is a thing. Because like people will come in and be like, "Hey, what's the server about?" I'm like, I'm a VTuber and I use it for miscellaneous purposes, like posting my stream schedule, which I have not done in over 6 months, but don't worry about that. Or posting news, or people can post fan art or whatever. I post updates, or you could just talk, blah blah blah. But there's one time some guy came in and he just like started commenting in like every channel that he could find. And I had recently posted like that Ori quote unquote drawing. It's traced. I used vectors to make a new version of that image over the original, right? But I'm not really trying to pass it off as original art anyway. It's for the thumbnail. But he comes in and he's like, "Yo, nice tracing." And I'm like, alright, well, you're like... what do I even say to that? But he was like obviously posting trolley stuff in other threads too, so I just kicked him and removed all of his posts. And then like immediately someone else joined, and I'm like, I'm suspicious. Like, okay, this might be their friend or an alt or something. And that guy goes to the art channel and he's like, "Yo, you're such a good artist, can you teach me?" Like, alright, technically you haven't said anything wrong. But I just made a side-eye emote as a response. I don't know, it's weird. I don't understand internet trolls. I don't know why you gotta just find someone minding their own business and try to ruin their day. I don't know why that would make you feel better about yourself. Don't know. I don't know. Anyway, I think today wasn't too bad. I controlled my mouth, didn't say too many negative things. I don't think this VOD needs to get exploded. What do you think, Mona Pizza? Did I say any bads? Oh yeah, I made that. I made a new artwork for Eastward, which also obviously modeled after the character art for the game. Like, it's supposed to look similar. It's supposed to look. You're supposed to see it. You weren't controversial enough. What should I say? What should I say to be more controversial? Chugga Conroy did nothing wrong? Need some Hololive drama? I mean, I could go into more detail about what happened with China. I don't know if that's wise, though. Oh yeah, I used the chibi model for Final Engage because I could edit the hair easily. I mean, technically it's in my power to edit my main model, but I don't know. It feels disrespectful. Although at the same time, I haven't talked to that model mama in a year and a half. I don't know. It's weird, like... I've said this before. Wormies blocked me a while ago, and I don't know why. I could hazard guesses, but I don't know why. Model mama, yeah. It's a term we VTubers use. It's normal. Wormies made my main model. She blocked me a while ago. I don't know why, because I thought we were pretty close friends. But one day out of the blue, I know she was dealing with stuff, but she blocked me and never unblocked me. Anyway, and my ferret mode mama, Uparuna, her Twitter just disappeared one day. So I was like, okay, well, I have both of you like linked like in my Twitter bio, but like I couldn't talk to either of you if I wanted to. So I just decided today to finally just like get rid of both of those links. Like, you know what? If they want to be credited, they can come talk to me. I'm not blocking anyone. Well, I block random trolls, but anyway, I know. Cheese, if you're blocked, you obviously did something wrong. You're obviously guilty of some blah blah blah. Nah. If you know Wormies, you know she'll block anyone for nothing at all. She told me about how many people she blocked for virtually no reason, and I just ended up being one of those people eventually. So yeah, that's good drama. It's pretty old drama, so I don't really mind. Da, 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 da. I mean, we talked about the other drama near the beginning of stream, the Smasher Pass, how it was a bad idea, how people don't have senses of humor about some things. Yeah. I don't want to go into more detail than that, though. I need to think of more creative streams to do besides rankings. Because, like, oh, I'm going on the wrong page. It's like, okay, what have I done? What have I done in the last year that's not gaming or gacha? Ferret tier list. Dun, dun. Well, I mean, the discussion of who should be in Smash Bros. I think that was an interesting idea. I mean, we use the format of a tier list, but that's... It was a discussion, just with a tier list as a visual. Tier maker. I streamed Lego Harry Potter. Is that controversial? Oh, Amiibo Tourney. That's creative, but I can't lean on that for everything. Farewell 2023 was my ranking of last year's games. I guess I reacted to Nintendo Directs. That's still not very creative content, though. I mean, the thing is, right? Like, I have a lot of ideas, but at the same time, I want to hold on to them until, like, I get numbers. I want to wait. Oh yeah, I've tried a couple of drawing streams. I don't know. I did that drawing Amelia Watson stream. That's one of my only VODs that has a dislike on it. And it has like 2 dislikes. Sad. Sonic Pitch 2 speedrun. That was to celebrate 300 followers on Twitch, yeah. How long ago was that? Oh. Won't give me an exact date. I mean, I could click on it. We're not gonna watch it. 1 year ago. Give me an exact date, fool! December 13th. Yeah. Slow growing year, but that's okay. I mean, it's still... We're at 340. That's like half of 100. Almost. It's numbers. Okay. You didn't say if I could post your Funko Pop on stream or not. Can I? Oh, okay. Let's look at it. I have to like save it as an image. Discord. I'm howling at the moon and sleeping in the middle of a summer afternoon. That's something I should do more. I need to do, why is it titled Spoiler Cheese Louise? I need to do more karaoke streams. I practice singing a fair amount, but I'm just always too nervous to actually karaoke. Da -da 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 -da. I want to do like a Sonic Frontiers karaoke, and I want to do a My Little Pony karaoke. What's that? Are you gonna get Tekken 8? No. I've barely played, this is my new model, by the way. Thanks for showing up for my new model debut. I barely touched Tekken 7. I'm not really a Tekken guy. I do have Tekken 7, but I've barely touched it. Okay, getting out of here. Go sit in the corner. Fighting games, I have a strange relationship with fighting games. Like, I really want to like fighting games, but like, I just don't. I mean, like, okay, I like BlazBlue. I like Skullgirls. I like Smash Bros. But I hardly touched Street Fighter. Barely touched Tekken. I know everyone was going crazy about Guilty Gear Strive, and I do own a couple Guilty Gears, but I haven't really touched them. That's something to talk about. I think I talked about this in my ranking games of 2023. But what are games? What games upcoming this year are worth getting excited about? There's Thousand Year Door remake. Hang on, let's pull up Google again, or yeah, pull up the browser again. 2024 upcoming games. Okay. 2024 upcoming games reschedule. GameSpot.com. Devil May Cry, don't care. Momodora, don't care. Also, some of these came out already. Prince of Persia: Lost Crowns, don't care. Another Code Recollection. Oh, that just came out. I'll wait for reviews on that. Last of Us Part 2 Remastered. Tintin, stop selling The Last of Us. You already sold it. Stop it. Like a Dragon, meh. I do like Ace Attorney, but I already played all the games in the Apollo Justice collection, Apollo Justice trilogy, so it's not really that much of a point. Under Night In-Birth, I have played a little bit of that. Tekken 8, don't care. Vampires: The Masquerade should be good. What's that about? If it's like the first? Let me see. Was that on here? Did I imagine it? It's a very immersive vampire game. Watashi vampire. Interesting. Yeah, I'll think about that. Grand Blue Fantasy, don't care. Jujutsu Kaisen, don't care. Suicide Squad, don't care. Persona 3 Reload. I already own Persona 3 Portable on PS4/5. I'm not gonna buy it again. I'm gonna stream Persona 4 Golden, and then at some point in the future I'll do Persona 3 Portable. I will not be buying Reloaded because that's silly. You love P3P? Nice. Yeah, I'll stream it someday. Which, by the way, when I do stream Persona 4 Golden, it's probably going to be on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe to Cheese Louise on YouTube. Metal Gear Solid Delta. Oh yeah, I don't know. I've played Metal Gear Solid 3 already. I kind of didn't like it that much. I didn't hate it, but I don't know. If I hear really good things about Metal Gear Solid Delta, I might pick it up. Tomb Raider 1 to 3 Remastered. Oh my gosh, I remember laughing at that trailer in a Nintendo Direct. Because it was like, this does not look like a remaster. This looks like a port of a PS1 game. Gunvolt, don't care. Mario vs. Donkey Kong, eh. I just don't want to pay $40 for that. It's a Game Boy Advance game. It's going. What are they? Star Wars Dark Force Remastered, don't care. Final Fantasy VII Rebirth? Metal Gear Solid 3 is your favorite game ever? Oh. I'm sorry. Well, up there with Pokemon? I see. I don't know. Maybe it's because it was the first Metal Gear Solid I played. I just remember getting very frustrated with it. And not really understanding the plot. I mean, like, I understood what was happening. But I felt like the game would, like, hang on things to be like, look, this is important. And I'd be like, why is that important, huh? And it's because it's a prequel. And it's like, it's that thing, look, it's the thing. And I'm like, I don't know what the thing is. So, I guess it's my fault. Yeah, I don't know. I got frustrated with the stealth mechanics in it. But that also might be a skill issue. Princess Peach Showtime. Also probably not going to get it unless I see good reviews. South Park Snow Day. I haven't played any of the like good South Park games, like the South Park RPGs. I think I have Stick of Truth, which I will not stream. That is very much outside of my streaming realm. I know I did Persona 5, and that's like rated M, but I mean, South Park's a different beast. But I can play it on my own time. Tales of Kanzera? That's not a Tales of game, though, right? Warhammer, don't care. Angerfoot? What is that? Arc 2, the Arkening? Beast! I think that goes in the Beast counter. Beastie Ball does not, though. It doesn't count. Call of Duty Warzone Mobile? Oh my gosh. Oh, definitely picking that up day one. Oh my gosh, you guys gonna play with me? You guys gonna rank up with me? You guys, what else do Call of Duty bros say? Bit over. I quit. Cassette Boy. That's not like Cassette Beast, is it? Contra. Data Live. Is there a Data Live visual novel? They say a lot of slurs. Oh, well, I'm not going to do that. Except gamer. You're such a gamer. Gamer's a slur, right? Slamer, parentheses, derogatory, end parentheses. Hey, cheese it. Gamer. It's your bedtime? But we're almost done.
Absolutely. I'm a gamer through and through. I love playing retro Mario and Mega Man games, as well as exploring new titles. Gaming brings me joy and allows me to connect with others.
4 a.m.? What time zone are you in? Are you in Britain? Greenland? Ireland. Oh, that's cool. I was just trying to scroll down to where it says Paper Mario 1000 Year Door. Oh, Penny's Big Breakaway. I'm excited for that. You don't usually stay up this late. Oh. Then how do you watch my streams ever? I can't we stream so late? Is 1000 Year Door not on this list? What the heck? That's all I care about. Alright, Cheezette. Time to ferret out.
Alright, Cheese. Have a fantastic day. Remember to take breaks, stay hydrated, and keep being the awesome ferret girl that you are. Take care.
I am not a ferret girl. I am a ferret man. Excuse you.
Apologies for the mistake. You are indeed a ferret man. Keep being the awesome ferret dude that you are.
How did she said forget I'm a guy? Anyway, thanks so much for watching. It's been a fun 3 years. It'll be another fun 1, 2, 3. Carry the 1. 2 3/4 years. Ferret out.